bass, man.
That's my dude. That's my first. Like, I'm about to mount this thing.
How was she?
Yeah, that was caught probably illegally.
Yeah, that's okay.
What's legal?
Well, what's legal?
Legal's no.
I mean, it's
fun.
God's creature there for us. Who's the fucking white man come in and said,
Come
you got to pay
on.
me a license to catch the creatures that are on the earth?
Did I have a
How
fishing
fucking
license
crooked is
at
that?
the time? Who knows? But this is back when I was lifeguard in Dewey, and we went to a reservoir pond around, I think, Bethany, and
Yeah, it sounds illegal already.
yeah, oh, for sure. And
Completely sounds illegal.
so we're going in,
Makes
and
it a
by
good
this
story,
time, I'm actually in the water. You know, I'm walking this pond. I'm in there. Like, if you can get in the water and, like, so that you can get, the point of getting in the water, because in Delaware you're lucky. It's not a lot of deep water. And down at the beach, it's a sandy bottom. Like, up here, it's a little more dangerous because it's probably going to be goose shit and mud that you're going to step in, so it's not really ideal for walking
gross.
in. But down there, it's probably a sandy bottom, so you can get, if you can step out 4 or 5 feet, you can make a long cast down the coast and just walk that lure down. You can spend more time. You have a lot better angles to hit a bass. And so I get up on like a nice little grass patch, and this thing kicks up. I'm like, oh shit, that's a big ass beaver, you know, or something. I was like, oh shit, that's not a beaver.
It sounds like
I'm
you're
like,
at fairways.
I'm like, yeah. I was like, fuck, that's a huge bass. I was like, it's on. And
So this is a pond you're in.
yeah, it's a really nice big reservoir pond inside of a really rich neighborhood.
Got it.
And
Undisclosed location, of
yes,
course.
I don't even. Honestly, I could not take you there. I have no idea where we were at right now. And
In Delaware.
Yeah, and I was there with my buddy Otto, and so I was just like, I'm gonna creep over there. And it was springtime, and I was using a lizard because during the spawn, lizards be eating the eggs. They're way more aggressive towards the lizard. So toss out the lizard, or I walk up on this bass and another bass, and this thing looks like a football, like a pumpkin sitting there. I'm like, just fucking on. I'm like, all right. And I see 2 bass. I'm like, all right. Hopefully the other one doesn't go for it. I'm like, I can't believe this is happening. And I fucking cast that thing out, and then sure enough, the smaller bass, which was a nice sized bass, took it, run. I'm like, fuck. And it came out. I was like, yes. And that bass barely moved. Tossed it over. Boom. Set it. And I was like, I can't believe this bitch is on. That motherfucker ran. And I was not equipped for this. I did not know about good tackle at that point.
It's amazing how much power something that small
Yeah.
can fight. I mean, you're, 20 times the size of this thing?
Yeah.
Right? And that thing will give you a run for the money?
Yeah, well, also, I had a micro light rod and reel.
Oh, yeah. That's
Really
really
it was a really small rod. Like
What's the line tested at?
I probably only had maybe like
Yeah, 5 pounds.
maybe
8 pounds.
6 pounds, 8 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where I'd want
So
a
this
medium.
thing's testing every bit of that line,
Yeah.
too, I'm sure.
Oh, it actually destroyed the rod. So it bent the shit out of it. It blew the reel out, and but it took it all out. And in that moment, I was like, this is obviously not the right tackle for this kind of stuff. I used a micro light because it was so small, you could toss it in the car and everything.
Yeah,
I thought
you're
it
not
was being
thinking
cool.
this thing's
I
gonna
wasn't
jump
thinking
on.
that kind of stuff. And then I just start like, once it's on and I'm like actually starting to reel it in and fight it and it's jumping and I'm trying to keep tension on so I don't lose it. And I am mother effing Otto. Just like, I was like, get the fuck over here. Get over here now. Like, hurry up. Like, because I knew this thing was big. And,
Damn, Otto.
dude, I was like, and at some point the reel actually broke. And, yeah, it fucking broke. And so I just keep the tension on and I just walk up to the bank. And I'm like, oh no, pick that thing up. And I'm just walking it back to the bank. And I'm way up on the bank and he just reaches down. I'm like, he's using 2 hands? Like, that's what I see. And he just pulls it up like this. And I'm like, let's fucking go.
So have you named this thing?
No, I didn't name it. But we were holding it. I was like, I think I'm going to mount this thing. And so we're taking it back to the car, and some lady walks by. She's like, "Did you catch that in our pond?" I was like, "Oh,
No,
I was like,
no.
man, we're our captain at the time. He owns what's called Envirotech, and they service reservoir ponds and such. And Otto just happened to have an Envirotech shirt on. And I was like, oh, man, we're with Envirotech. We're just taking a sample of an animal. And she's like, okay. Like you can tell, she's like, this seems sketchy, but
But I'm
it
gonna
makes
let it roll.
sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
He
And
checks out. He's got
and
a
we're
t-shirt.
like, let's go.
Did you take that out of her palm? No, not at
No,
all.
we're just
bringing
saying.
our pet.
We're just sampling
Our pet
the
bass over to
local,
check it out.
specimens around here.
Isn't
Going
this-
about your business.
You're like, isn't this a dog park? Is it
Yeah.
a fish park? Isn't this a fish park?
I do have a picture of me when I did first catch that, and it was with water. It was a lot bigger.
Was this probably 2005, 2006?
Sure, somewhere, yeah, early 2000s.
When did you graduate?
So it had been after college. It had been probably around 2010.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Not that long ago.
Long enough.
You ready to get
There's
started?
a lot of years.
Shit, we've been started.
We've
Yeah,
been started.
I'm
Bitch, you
gonna
can go.
cut that
You're
out.
catching up now.
I'm going to cut that out to a short for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be good. It's going to be a good TikTok story.
So look, I brought gifts for you guys. I don't like just showing up and not having stuff. So
I think you can just roll this whole thing too, and then you just do an intro at some point.
No, fuck it. We're
already going.
We're just going with it.
we'll
Yeah.
get an intro at some point. So I have a couple ideas of how to have fun. Obviously, I kind of made a semi-career out of
Yeah.
having fun. So one is the beer marionette, which I introduced you guys to. This I'll get to in a minute. I know you're not drinking, right? I found out that neither of you are, so I brought cups for me to have a couple brews, and I brought cups for you guys to have a couple brews too.
Oh,
so,
that's so nice.
Solo
Look-
cups for you
look,
fellas.
Look at that.
I think I have some fake beers that I can go get.
So that, and I understand that I believe you guys smoke some
gosh.
cigars.
Yeah, actually the bass. Yeah,
So there's that.
I'll smoke one right now.
I also, if you guys don't
Jerry
mind,
loves when you smoke this whole place out. He's absolutely in love with it.
I'm sure it looks
Look at
great
his
on.
face.
I'm sure it looks great on camera.
You really
too.
can't. You
It's
can't
like having a filter on.
Yeah.
So
I bring this over for the place.
Ooh,
Nice
that
cigar
I do
lounge.
like.
Cigar
dude, that's
lounge.
fucking perfect.
Oh yeah,
That's perfect.
and that's where the joint's at.
I come prepared, so it can make your place, if you're cool with it, smell like a nice cigar lounge.
Look, do it.
Let's make Jerry uncomfortable because he hates this stuff. Okay.
No, I don't hate it. You're good.
Don't fucking lie
You're
to
good.
our fans like that.
Yeah, I smoke cigars.
All right.
So you're just now catching up. We got Shawn Bell. If you wonder who's bringing all these fantastic gifts,
Take fucking notes if you want to come on our show. You bring gifts. That's a fucking standard now, okay? You want to come on the show? I better get a cigar, a beer, something to drink it out of. That's, you know what I
candle.
mean? You think you want to
And
fuck
you gotta,
around here?
Of course, show up with some Blue Arrow IPAs. These are worth some money now,
Well,
man.
yeah.
These are hard to come by.
you know what?
nostalgic now.
Yeah.
You know what? I just put in. I just organized
I
our.
know you guys
our
are
beer
again
fridge.
on a no drinking thing, but
I just reloaded our beer fridge, and we have
thank God this is at 10 o'clock at night.
approximately.
Where's that later? All
I
right.
think
There's
we got-
punch on the bottom too, if you're not.
I think we got somewhere around 30,
That's a punch?
30
Oh,
honeysuckle
no, it is.
rose.
Yep. Stick that out, punch the bottom of your cigar, and you're good to go.
And this candle smells good.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it smells fucking phenomenal.
Are you guys familiar with man candles? They're not really called man candles. That's just what we call them.
Sex candles.
Are they the one that
Yeah.
carries
Back when I
Gwyneth
was trying to be a
Paltrow's
man.
vagina?
No, that's a stank candle.
This is actually the second time Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle has been mentioned on this show in this room.
Both times by you, apparently.
We did bring it up to Kale.
Who's we? You?
Oh yeah, I say we. I mean the both of us. But yeah, it was me for sure. I'm kind of fascinated with it. But
Her vagina?
no, this the fact that you have a candle. How does that?
Hold on, time out. There's an actual candle.
There is a Gwyneth
there's-
Paltrow
there's
released
many of those.
a candle that's the smell of her vagina, and like my fascination is like, what scientists did you work with? Did you collab with to come up with this candle? And
I'm going to say they also work for Pornhub.
the discussion is also what smell? Are we talking post shower? We talking post?
Yeah, because there's definitely
talking
like
if-
wood
You just
chopping.
played a whole full court basketball game? You know what I mean?
that's
I mean, what if
I'm
you
saying.
just called this monster? I mean,
You're
I don't want that candle.
waddling around the
Did
swamps
she
of the
make a
beach.
name of a good smelling wussy before then? Like, did she have a thing like, yo?
I was going to say maybe she's an anomaly, and
Yeah.
Who knows?
We all run
Yeah.
across a couple.
maybe
that
we should
are
cut
just-
this part.
So Shawn Bell, for those that don't know, is the lead singer to the band Party Fowl.
Come
I
on.
say local legend, but I think more regional legend.
It's starting to get that way.
It's starting.
I mean,
Knock
so
on
if you're
wood.
from Smyrna, you've seen them in the 4th of July parade every year. How long have you been doing that? How many beers in the parade?
7.
Okay.
So that's actually the anniversary.
Okay.
Yeah, Party Foul's first gig was, I had this stupid-ass idea in my head of I wanted to play on the back of a moving tractor trailer.
Yeah.
This was an idea I've had in my head for probably 15 years. So Mac McKinney for McKinney's Towing, love those guys. The whole family's great. They come out and support us all the time. But he was nice enough to entertain the idea. And when I showed up at his shop down there, he has no idea who I am. No one knows who I am. So I show up and I'm like, hey, is the owner here? And they're like, yeah, he's out in the yard. So I go walking out in the yard, and here's Mac, and he couldn't have been a nicer dude.
Yeah.
So I said, look, I got a really strange question / idea that I want to hash out, and I got to check this off my bucket list of playing on a moving tractor trailer. And he's kind of looking at me sideways. I said, all right, let me rephrase. I have a band. We're going to start playing out regionally, and I've been in a few other bands where we played, of course, in the regional footprint. And I said, we're going to do the 4th of July parade for Smyrna Clayton, but I want to make sure that it's entertaining, but I want it big. I don't like doing things half-assed or small. So I want a full-out tractor trailer. And he's like, okay. I said, is that something that you could do? And he's like, yes. I said, there's no money in it. And he goes, understood. I said, but would you have normally been in a parade anyway? He said, yeah, we put a couple of trucks in there. So, all right, well, can we navigate a tractor trailer full? I mean, this thing's a 52-foot bed on this thing. He's got the full cab on the front.
Yeah.
Thank God it has an axle that moves.
It's a low boy, right?
I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, it's a low boy,
Yeah.
right? And
Look at you with you look at you. I'm proud of you for knowing that. You know what
hell,
I mean?
I didn't even know what a low boy was, and
Shit,
I
you
now
just-
know.
It's for the big equipment, you know.
Yeah. So so the axle pulls way up, but then that means the ass swings real wide.
Mm-hmm.
So Mac, how he
That's how we all like it.
navigates this thing is impressive, to say the least. Now, mind you, we're on the back, so he's not only navigating, but he's trying to keep it as smooth as possible because here he has 5, 6, 7 people on the back of this thing standing, balancing. Like, there's nothing holding us up. So, yeah, it was the first year we did it, and that was the very first gig that Party Foul did, was the 4th of July.
What do you guys have, a generator running somewhere?
Yeah, for that we have to do 2, although now, we still do 2 because we have 2 amps pushing. We got 4 18s and 2 mains.
Do you need the drums on anything?
Yes.
Okay, it's that loud.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Drums, when you're outdoors, the drums just go away.
It just goes, yeah.
Right, so,
Nothing
yeah.
to bounce off of.
I'm pushing the hell out of that system when we're outside, especially outside and moving.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get into town, all the houses that line it, then it's funny because I'll set it in whatever parking lot they set us up in.
Yeah.
Get the ambient sound, set it up, get it where it sounds good. But I'm also playing a 2-sided stage. So I got 1 point one way, 1 point the other way. So, and then the slapback you get off the houses is always interesting because as you're playing, you're like, all right. And then all of a sudden you're loud as hell on the left. And then that goes away. And then all of a sudden you're loud as hell on the right and that goes away.
Are you still using ear monitors on
Yeah.
the? Okay.
Yeah.
That
At first
helps you
we did.
guys a lot.
Yeah, at first we didn't.
I
But
imagine that was terrible sounding on the trailer for you without ear monitors.
So I'm not a huge fan of the ear monitors.
Okay.
At the same time, they're protecting our hearing, and it makes it a lot easier to hear what you want to hear. So everything we're doing now is digital, right? So my phone, my iPad, all the guys control their own mix,
Yeah.
right? So everybody controls their own mix. So that takes that stress off of me, which is
Okay.
great. I love
Yeah.
it. Front of the house, usually I'm taking care of unless it's a place that provides production, which a lot of them do anymore.
Oh, okay.
So when we're doing that, the ears, I just worry about my mix. That's
Okay.
it.
So you could adjust it to what you want to hear,
100%.
and it doesn't affect outside.
Yeah. So for example, we
What are you
just had.
listening to? What are you trying to hear?
I like hearing a blend of everything.
Okay.
Look, for example, Jared, our guitarist, we happen to switch our wires at practice the other night, and I'm like, why in the hell is my mix so jacked up? And then, ironically, he's saying the same thing. I was like, whoa, time out. I think we both grabbed the wrong chord because we have our studio, which is literally a mile from here, and and you guys more than welcome to come on up for a rehearsal, but it'll be boring for you because all you hear is drums. That's it. You walk in, you'll hear me singing over drums, but then you'll see 5 guys full out playing and not hear a damn thing.
Yeah.
I'll just put the headphones on and
that's what we do.
Dance.
No, what I could do is actually run you a line. So that's what we have. We have Bose earphones, so that way you're not shoving things in your ears all the time.
Yeah.
And and that's what we practice with. So we have three different systems. One that's out to repair right now. One that is what we use on the road, and then our acoustic one is what's in the studio right now. So that way is we walk in the studio, plug in your instrument, we're ready to rock and roll.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Speaking of low boys, this is an idea that's popped in my head. Since we were talking about business.
We're talking about balls all of a sudden?
We were talking about balls and business. They go hand in hand.
Low boys.
Or somebody's hand. So, I think of the trailer, I'm thinking, all right, rolling up. Do you, marketing-wise, say corporations, if you notice, say you're a Walmart, they will have the same fundamental plazas, groups around them. There'll be a Dollar Tree or a Dollar General.
Yeah.
There'll be a Taco Bell and a KFC. They all line up together. Do people in your position travel with other bands as a production? Could you pick up Amish Mafia and say, look, if you
Amish Outlaws.
Amish Outlaws.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Amish fucking Mafia. If you can you present that to organization or corporation and say, look, here's a package we can roll.
100%.
Does that happen out there?
So we recently have crossed paths with Amish. We played with those guys 2 or 3 times now, and it works out because our entertainment and corniness is kind of the same as theirs, right? Awesome guys, love those dudes. They're fun as hell. They put on a good show. Mm-hmm. We are the perfect opening act to them, right? So, for example, we went down. We're in Columbia, Maryland, last St. Patrick's Day. And I got asked, hey, we want you guys to do the opening slot for Amish Outlaws. I was like, yeah, absolutely. This one in particular place asked us to do this a lot. So we opened for Ballyhoo down there. We opened for Amish Outlaws. We opened for...
Ballyhoo?
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, that's why I said...
I like that Cali reggae, man. I do.
It's fun, man. It's fun. Those guys are cool as hell, too, man. That's what's awesome.
Their remix of Blink-182...
Yeah.
I fucking... First time I ever heard that, I must have played that 20 of Damn It. I must have played that 30 times in a row.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool because, again, I digress. I will take every freaking path that the squirrel goes down right now. But Ballyhoo, I actually saw those. So I have a couple different backgrounds. One background was in radio, so I was going down that path to be in radio, right? So used to work at Y100 up in Philly, or media, and we were out on the beach, and it was Ballyhoo opening for Gary Hoey. And I was stoked to see Hoey because, of course, I already knew of his works and whatnot. But Ballyhoo, dude, those guys were awesome, man. They were cool as shit dudes. And they're national. They're all over the damn place. They're more national. They're, I'm sure, playing overseas. But never once did I ever think my path, music-wise, was ever going to cross with their path. But you never know.
Just never know.
Oh, it's great, dude. You never know where your path's going to cross.
You never know. He might be like, hey, by the way, I liked you guys when I saw you at that event. Hey, can you come open for us?
Yeah.
Because you're professional.
I have
That's
a guy.
I was talking about earlier. I've always noticed that about a party family. This is a group that obviously fucking means this. They're professional.
Yeah, I mean, we got to have fun. And, I mean, Jerry knows my not-so-professional side and being just a...
You can feel the cracks in with the non-professional.
Yeah, but it's,
you know what I mean?
it's a perfect balance. And,
yeah.
And obviously, when you see a band that's successful like you guys, you have to have that. Any of the big, cover bands that are out there, they run like that. You know what I mean? You think
you
Green
have
Beans
to be a
and
business.
Love Seed, you think they're not run like a fucking business first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not. You get to that level, it isn't all fun and games and all that stuff. Not only with just how you have to navigate business to business with bars and getting in rooms and all that, but also you're talking real money too.
Yeah.
Real money is coming from one business into your business, and how that's now you better have your shit together.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because these places are investing money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just it. You walk in.
A risk.
100%. Yeah, they are taking a risk, and that's exactly why I don't play for a door, right? And back in the day, you used to play for door. The scene has changed.
What's that mean for jargon-wise for people that are listening?
Yeah, so if you play for the door, your $5 cover charge and whatever that spawns off is what comes to the band. That's what you're playing for. So if you have no fan base and no one shows up, you're playing for nothing.
Yeah.
But that's just it. Have 3 kids, right? I have my wife. I don't want to not be home. So if I'm out doing this, which I love doing, don't get me wrong, but I better be compensated for it because that's what I look at. I'm being paid to be away from my family.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
is Dewey the Las Vegas of Delaware? You
You
know how people like set up residencies in Las Vegas now?
yeah, it kind of
Would you
seems
say
that
Dewey,
way.
not that it's like that, but like kind of looking at it
It
now.
kinda
like,
seems
wait,
that way.
It is
Wait.
kind of in a way because those
Put that together now, like
cool,
you know,
like Kristen,
like as far
and,
as stability.
Laura Lee,
Yep.
and all those guys, like they have spots, a regular spot. Kristen's at
Well, they
Starbucks
also-
Wednesday
every
night
Sunday.
Starboard,
They
dude.
also
Laura
have a
Lee, that
place
was
to
my
live down
life,
Dude,
my life.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they've been doing it for 25 fucking years.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
but you're right. I don't want to say they have it on lockdown because there's new people that'll come into those rooms. But
Yep.
Right now, you turn fucking zombie on. I'm thinking Dewey Beach, Starboard, Laura Lee. I'll get fucking hype one through a wall,
she
dude.
still sings it. Jam session.
That's the
every
number
weekend.
one
Dude,
fucking
it's-
hitter, dude.
I'll tell you what, man. We do zombie. We kind of make it our own, like every band claims to, but we sit down and really rewrite the songs the best we can.
Nice.
Zombie's one of those ones that we kind of put our flair to it, but you don't want to change it up too much because it's a masterpiece as it
It's
is.
already
It is,
right?
and people that want to hear it,
Yeah.
want it when it comes because not many bands cover that,
Right.
and like
You do it. You better do it right.
Well, that's what I'm saying because I know like I love that song. It is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And like Laura Lee does an incredible job at it
Yeah.
because obviously she's a great female vocalist. But no, you're 100% right. You can't fuck with that song. too much.
Certain ones you can,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we do Kryptonite. We
Okay.
100% take Kryptonite and make it ours,
Yeah.
right? So as you can see on my shirt, I'm a huge Dave Matthews fan. I love jam bands, right?
Yeah.
We take Kryptonite, and while we're in the studio and we're rehearsing, all right, let's just get the fundamentals of a song down first. Let's learn a song. Let's play the song. Just make sure we're playing it right first.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have enough guys in a band that think originally.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what if we do blah, 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 right? And then in the case of Zombie, it's like, let's make it crazy on dynamics, right? So let's just take it and we'll build it up, crescendo the hell out of this thing, and then totally kick the stool out from under it so that it goes down to nothing, right? And that's what we do. We go, do. Everyone knows that, right? So you do the beginning, how it's going to be. Everyone knows what it is.
That's the cow call, dude.
Oh, of course.
That's how we
Right.
get everybody off the bar. Like that's
Yep,
your
they
cow
come back
call.
off
You're out
the
there on
bar,
the
they come
fucking-
running out.
on the
Yep,
ranch
yep.
with your trumpet. Like,
Yeah.
call them in, baby.
That's
You
it.
know, like,
And they do, right?
fucking zombie, let's fucking go.
Well, everyone wants to do the screaming part. Yeah, right?
Oh yeah.
So we take it, and I was like, you know what? I want to strip it. Totally strip it. And the guy's like, what do you got in mind? I was like, I want to take it down to drums and piano, and that's it. And we have a badass piano player in our band, all right, Jimmy Mack. Dude, so I'm a keyboardist in the last 2 bands that I was in. My game plan when putting this band together is to get guys that can smoke me on the instruments that I'm bringing them in for.
Yeah.
So if I'm bringing in a keyboardist, okay, I played well, but I want someone that can absolutely smoke me on the
Yeah.
keys, which Jimmy Mack is that guy.
Yeah.
He smokes the hell out of those things. He's awesome. So Matt comes in and he's like, all right. So I was put him on the spot. Come up with a solo. Something that doesn't already exist. Come up with a solo, but it's in the realm so it fits, right? So we're going, call me crazy, you so much Superman, bam, 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 bam. We're going hard with it. And then all of a sudden, Jimmy on drums, by the way, Jimmy, can I ask you guys to make a huge favor real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Just on the count of 3, if both of you guys can just say, Jimmy, you're fired for me.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Jimmy, you're fired.
You're fucking fired.
Beautiful. So
This is the Imprincess.
we'll get back to that in a moment. But so we're going, and Jimmy, he goes, "Bah," and he goes to a halftime beat. Dum, chicka, ga, dum, dum, da, 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 ga. And it's just piano over top of it with Mac doing a solo over top of it. Jared on guitar falls out. Greg on bass falls out. I just let it breathe, and we'll just jam. And the funny part is, we don't even know where it's about to go. It
Yeah.
starts with that piano solo,
yeah.
and then if I feel something kind of take over, I might start ad-libbing a little bit over top of it, and Greg might slide in with the bass and just lay a little bass underneath of it, make it all sexy. And then Time feels like it's time to get out of it. We just build it back up, turn the volume back up to 11, and then we're going balls to the wall with it again.
That's awesome. And that's the benefit of like having real musicians in your band, not just people that can play the instrument.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the difference right there.
You're not going to hear every single song the same exact way every single time.
Technicians up there.
Yeah, I would be bored out of my ass.
Yeah.
I would be like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Imagine doing your job and it's literally the same exact job every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Seem like that.
It would be boring as hell.
I'm not built for that.
Yeah, I need change. Like, when you guys live in your house, right, do you have to rearrange your rooms every so often?
I got 2 kids. Yeah, their fucking house is trashed.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I got 3, right? And
but
I clean it and go, all right.
Like, for example, this week, right, my oldest 16, and I have 16, 11, and 6, right? You know them all very well. So Tannen's, hey, you know what? Starting to drive, kind of want my own room. And we had the guest room. So I was like, all right, well, let's move Jackson into the guest room, and then all 3 kids have their own room. So that was an undertaking in itself. I never recommend ever doing that, but you do get to throw a lot of crap out.
Hell yeah.
And you get to also see your kids' hiding spots and what they hoard and how much they do eat in their rooms that you told them don't eat in your rooms. But you got to change the room, change the house, because if you're in the same exact house all the frickin' time, your house is going to get boring, right? So same goes with
bad routines.
Yeah,
right? Bad routines. You're not growing. It
I
does.
always rearranged my room as a kid.
It is a
always
crazy refreshing feeling when you change your rooms around for sure.
Absolutely, it makes it different. You get out of that same state. By doing this, I have 2 desks in my bedroom. Right, I have a sitting room. I have 2 desks in there. One of them is my normal job, right? The other one was a study desk for the kids. Get done, come up here, you got homework, sit down while I'm working, you got questions, I help you out.
Mm-hmm.
So when we just moved Jackson over out of Tannen's room to his room, Tannen's room's wide open at this point. So I'm like, all right, well, let's go ahead and move that desk into your room now. And it made me happy because it's a change in my space.
Yeah.
But I constantly have to change. Yeah. Well, the same goes with music. Right? I said all that to say this. You have to change your sets. You have to change your set list. You got to change the music that you're playing. Mm-hmm. If Party Fowl 7 years now was playing the same exact set that we did 7 years ago, people would be like, all right, seeing it, I'll just see it the next time.
Do you find that, though, the majority of fans, people that go out to a bar to hear music, are too, I'm going to say the word too boring, because a lot of them just want to hear the same shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's there's a balance of what you have to do to make them happy, and then what you want to do to be creative and do different things.
100%. So the one compliment that we get a lot is our set list. Now, the reason our set list is what it is because I have ADHD, AT&T, MBNA. I got them all, right? Whatever. I have it. By the way, you do need a squirrel in here somewhere. Yeah. I know you don't have a squirrel in here anyway. But the set list is, I like tons of music, right? So I like, my favorite genre probably would be 90s hip-hop.
Mm-hmm.
You look at me, and that's exactly what I scream. 90s hip-hop, right? So, Young MC. Love Young MC. So we do Bust a Move, right? Yeah. I also love Metallica. Enter Sandman. I get asked all the time, what's your favorite thing you guys play? Hands down, I will tell you, it's Enter Sandman. Okay, Enter Sandman is Shipping Up to Boston. We do a medley of the 2 of them.
It's beautiful.
Oh, my God, man. That song is just, it just punches you right in the face.
Yeah, those are the ones you can't stop playing because people love them so much.
I wouldn't stop playing it because I want to play it. And that's just it. Our set list is different because it's not necessarily all the stuff that a lot of these other bands are playing that people want to hear. Mm-hmm. It's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah,
a lot of it is.
Well, you have to sell it. It's got to be authentic. Right. I thought it's funny about Dave Matthews because I listen to him a lot too. "Line Our Graves" is definitely my favorite song.
Great song.
Yeah, and I was just.
Would you say that's your favorite song of all music?
I can't do it. There's so many ones that like Dave. I mean, but that genre, like Dave Matthews and such, like like OAR,
I
Dave
love OAR.
Matthews, Jack Johnson. Like that's
OAR's heading down to that Ocean City, and Dave.
yeah.
They're
So
both
yeah,
gonna be
we
down.
actually just.
Did you
looked
guys
up
get
the
your tickets?
We haven't got them yet. I know we have to because it seemed like last year they sell very quickly.
They already sold out within
see?
a couple hours. Now you can get on the waiting list, which I had to yesterday.
So you're planning on going?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't buy tickets because middle of football season.
Yeah.
I won't be there.
I was
We
thinking
can't
about,
both miss
Whatever it is, I'm down there. But I'm on a waiting list, so I don't know. We'll see.
I think about his songs and they could be they could be intricate. Everybody gets a little bit of part in it. And I'm thinking like that kind of band has a lot of live albums too.
Oh my God,
of live songs. I'm like, two things. How does he play the same song and travel that much and sell it to the crowd? Because for even as any human, it's like
You burn out.
you burn out. And then how many times like you're listening to a song, I'm like, I wonder if this version right here, he's actually like his voice is like he's a little bit like they don't know that he's not. Sometimes you can tell like I wonder if he's tired, like he can't sing that well. It almost that sounds bad, but you can tell like I think he's probably been playing a lot. Like
I wonder a lot of times you hear like a live music, right? I always look at it from my perspective. There's times I told you I got ADHD, right? It wasn't a thing back then. I was hyperactive as a kid, and keep them off of red food dye because it makes them hyper, which it really did, by the way.
Yeah, no doubt.
You guys have any red food dye here? So
I think my kids get sick from.
oh my
anytime
god,
they get that.
I still have swimming records that hold to this day because we would eat raw Jello, red Jello, out of the Jello box that was just pure sugar and red dye, and then I'd jump in the water and just shred the water.
Yeah.
What a great hack. What a great athlete
Jello.
hack.
He literally used to just eat raw Jello
Like the powder.
out of the box. Yeah.
Just fucking
It was
dump the
sugar
powder in
and
your mouth.
powder. Yeah, just,
That's like you were like the OG dry scooper. You ever like people
Oh
dry
my
scoop
God.
pre-workout?
dude, we used to every swim meet. That's what we do. We'd have a box of Jello.
You were dry scooping before it was popular.
I don't know how that
So,
ever passed. Like, who in the hell was letting me do that? And
hey,
that's
we were doing speed in high school. They came out with like what was gum? Like I forget what they used to call it, but as we got a little bit older, we're like, yo, that was fucking speed. So like, speed sticks.
I think
That's
that's
back
what
when you could sell like
that was a picture
body
stick,
image,
bro.
or what was it called in Smyrna? It was called I think it was called body image. They were selling D-ball over the counter
Jesus.
back
Yeah,
when.
well, in the early,
like-
in the early
like you do.
2000s,
Yeah, no one knew. We were
Andro
taking-
was legal.
Yeah, we were doing speed sticks. It was chewing gum that was supposed to, we thought was like, like just
I
getting
never
this
even
hyper
heard
and
of
shit.
this.
But we,
I hear
once we
speed
get to
stick
college,
and
we
I'm
look back
thinking
at it
like
like, oh my
deodorant.
god, that was speed.
That was back in the good old
shit.
days where you could buy, pro hormones, oral pro hormones.
I used to
at
take some that was
THC.
called the Beast. It had every T word you needed in it.
Yeah, yeah,
Three
Andro?
squirts underneath the fucking tongue, dude.
yeah.
Do you guys remember when creatine monohydrate first came out?
Oh yeah.
So I used to take that, and dude, you want to talk about a mental change in somebody?
Yeah.
Man, I was ready to fight anything and everything.
I still take it every day.
Yeah,
It
but
seems like a good one to take.
It is. It's one of the few
So-
that actually does what it says it's
I used to
going
take
do.
that and like ones that like what was another one called? It gave you like more oxygen in your blood, like
Well, it's like a NO2.
yeah, we used to do those
Yeah.
and stuff. And
Beats are
Yeah.
a big thing now to get
man,
nitric oxide.
that stuff, personality changed me hardcore. And I even saw it myself. I was in myself, and I'm like, I'm an asshole.
like baseball. What's his
I'll
name?
do
Made
it.
that popular in baseball?
Jose?
Jose, and who's the other guy? The redhead?
McGuire.
McGuire.
Well,
Yeah.
he was a redhead?
I
Well, they
think
were.
so, right?
Yeah, he was redhead.
Was he a redhead?
I'd like a real light redhead. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
If you said name a redheaded baseball player, that's not the name that I would have
I don't
struggled to
even
come
watch
up with
baseball.
any.
I just remember that era of like, it was I'm taking creatine and
Yeah, but they were juicing big time.
Oh, they were juicing, man.
they were juicing.
Every pro athlete
Yeah,
does.
Sammy, Mark.
Yeah. Honestly, if you don't, I think you need to really question what the fuck are you doing out there now. Because anything at millions of dollars on the line, people are
it's
doing everything they
entertainment,
can.
man.
Well, especially like they say, if everyone's doing it, how the fuck are you going to compete anymore? Like you almost
That's
have to.
when that's the thing, and I can't hate on it because these guys that's their career. That's if they can squeeze out 5 more years of their career by staying strong and healthy. That's what it's doing.
I
It's
think they
making
should
you
let them
younger for
also
longer.
try to get for like I do believe if you can use it safely and like for recovery too, that's a great thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, look, was it THC? THC?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm an idiot when
I've
it
heard
comes
of
to all this stuff. But, yeah, I'm in a band and I don't smoke weed. Go figure. But, Yeah, a lot of people.
That's party foul, dude.
It is party foul. Some would say.
See what you did there?
Some would say. But is it THC the crap that you just rub on you and you have
CBD?
CBD. Sorry. I was going
THC.
This doesn't sound right.
Component.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not going to leave. I was going to give you some gummies for the ride home, but
Yeah, no, I'll give them to the band.
Yeah.
None of the guys in the band do it either.
No.
Not
anymore.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Somebody's got to be creative in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Undisclosed.
Yeah.
I made up that solo, man.
I'm just naturally creative with. I don't need any assistance.
So I just ordered. We got a link for microdose psilocybin, and from another podcast, a podcast we were on, and I ordered some. It'll be here next week.
Yeah.
What is it?
When are you doing it?
Psilocybin.
What the hell's that?
Mushrooms.
He's going deep.
So microdosing now. So not tripping. And this was recommended to us when we
Psilocybin?
Psilocybin.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're slurring drunk or something. Psilocybin.
Maybe that's what it does. I don't know.
Psilocybin.
I think you're going to go see
But the documentary that Josh Terry recommended to us, Change Your Mind, on Netflix.
Right.
It's extremely good, and lots of good information on there, and all the benefits of things that the origin of these what do you call them, psychedelics, even like LSD, and how it was originally created back in the 40s and stuff, and what it was made for.
Right.
And there's essentially big pharma's we can't have people knowing there's these natural mushrooms out there that help them, so they made it bad. They said this stuff is bad for you can't do it. So then it turned it into a Schedule 1 or whatever the fuck drug. Now teach your kids not to do this, but the intention was to take these things in small doses, and it help treat all of these ailments.
They compare it to refragging your computer. Putting the blocks, there's a bunch of missing spaces from old memories, all that, and just kind of
getting rid of it all, compressing it all.
Compressing it, going through it and kind of looking at yourself and
So
any trip will let you know you'll never get what you want.
I'd be afraid to see how many
you know what I mean?
blank spaces I have in me.
So that's apparently a common thing is people go I'm afraid it'll do the opposite, or I think I'm in the wrong frame of mind to do that.
That's where I'm at.
Don't get me wrong, dude. I'm a big pussy when it comes to all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I don't smoke weed. I don't do any of this crap, right?
Yeah.
I'm the guy who overthinks taking 2 Excedrin migraine before taking them of, all right, what's this going to do to me? Is this good for your heart? Is this good?
I never take that stuff.
Dude, I'm just, that's one of the things I do.
I don't take any, I don't even take that.
Because I do get migraines every so often, right? But the only thing that'll ever help for me is Excedrin migraine, right? But what's with it that they take it off the shelf every 15 days? It seems like, it was taken off shelf again. And then all of a sudden you see another one come out. It's like,
Let me ask you this. Are you the type of person that if you take something like that, you just sit there and wait for the side effects and really go?
No.
Is my skin feel weird? Is my head feel weird?
You mean just like Excedrin?
Just having anxiety of anything. Yeah, Excedrin, or if you did.
I have the anxiety of taking a medicine ahead of time. I won't sit there and wait for it.
Okay.
But that's the same reason I don't do drugs. Like I said, I'm a big pussy.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, really
I don't know. Well, this day and age too, man. With I had a very good friend of mine. Unfortunately, he's dead, and it came down to what's that shit that they're fentanyl.
Yeah.
What was it in? Cocaine?
No. Crap, I forget what
heroin.
Heroin.
Yeah, so that's obviously anything I've ever taken. I've only taken marijuana, weed, gummies, or any edibles.
And again, that's
vape pen every once in a while, but again, natural shit.
Marijuana, right? To me, isn't any different than the cigars I just gave you guys.
No,
it's a leaf. It's natural. It grew. You smoke it, and whatever happens. Don't get me wrong, man. You could catch a high off a friggin' cigar. You get down to that last inch of a cigar, and that thing will set you different than the inch before.
That's what I tell my wife, that last inch, baby.
Yeah.
That's all the difference.
I tell mine, hey, you better enjoy the inch. This is the best inch you're ever going to have.
I've never been a smoker. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life.
You never went out and stole your dad's cigarettes and went out and built a fort in the woods and smoked some Marlboros?
No, man.
He was smoking. He's from Newcastle.
All right, so here, I digress, right? I say, hey, I never done drugs and stuff like that, but as a kid, I was an idiot. Well, we all were, right? We used to roll our own cigarettes. All right, and we used to take loose leaf paper.
A couple cowboys out there.
No, we used to take freaking leaves out of the yard, crush them up,
Yeah.
I have done that.
roll them in loose leaf,
I have done that.
We used to do that with the straw.
staple the loose leaf just so it would stay together, and then freaking light it up and smoke it, and then you have literally small little pieces of lit leaf going down your esophagus, and you're about dying.
We did that, and then we're like, maybe what we could do is take a piece of foam off the old car seat that was in the garage.
Oh, my
and
God.
And we created
Oh, that was your filter?
Oh, I thought you rolled them. Like, what the paper?
That's what I thought he was going with.
That we had a little tiny chunk, and it did exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
And we were like,
So
wow,
you had a filter, though.
this actually, what we did both ways. The first way, then we
God
tried
knows
to put
what
it
you
like,
were
wow.
drawing in from that filter, though.
And I'm telling you, it was a foam from like a bench seat that was in a car that was just in the garage.
Right.
It was like ripped, the leather ripped up.
Yeah.
And we just tore the piece off. But we're like, damn, this is way better. This is way smoother.
Right.
So I guess I lied. That's the extent of it. But like a real
What the
cigarette.
fuck was going on up there? You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know, man. It's weird shit, bro.
I watched a guy one time in college. His name was Gator. This dude was gone.
Gator don't give a fuck.
Dude, that dude didn't give two fucks. And I watched him fucking crush up aspirins and shit and put it on a bowl and smoke it.
God damn it, man.
People are
Dude,
just
when
dumb.
I went to school in
At
West
the end of the
Virginia,
day, people are dumb, man.
did all kind of shit, man. People, when I first got there, my my roommate was like, "You want Robo Trip?" I'm like, "I don't know what the hell it is."
Robo Trip?
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah."
This is where you smoke while you're watching RoboCop?
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. That's probably we did watch a lot of nerdy movies. You know, we did a lot of big.
Oh, dude, I can't say nothing. I mean, you see my arm, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah. He
Out of
he
time.
You just drink a bunch of Robitussin and go for a trip.
You know what? That was a thing. The DM, it had to be the DM, though. Robitussin DM. I had a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
He, unfortunately, he dabbled with anything and everything he could get his hands onto, and he went down the Robitussin lane for a while there.
People in college, that West Virginia, the pills were so heavy. Percocets, Oxy.
Well, West Virginia, man,
zany
school-wise.
bars. Everybody was doing zanies and just fucking eyes rolling back of their heads.
Dude,
I don't look fun at all.
What? No, not at all. West Virginia is a big-ass party school, just like UAD is.
Mm-hmm.
West Virginia was number one there for a while. UAD was number one there for a while, but...
Well,
But you're always
it's just like that area. There's not much going on.
There ain't shit to do.
It can be very depressing because you have an old huge steel mill that nobody goes to anymore in a town that was built around. There's not a lot of work.
Yeah.
And dude, you can go through very very poor areas and there's just a lot of drug use.
Yeah,
and that
absolutely.
shit will go up to the colleges and like some people just went like. Real sad, sad users. Like, oh god, man, I'm trying to have fun. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to come down. Speaking of fun, I got an idea. I want to do something with you guys.
Okay.
Specifically you.
Oh,
You ready?
I'm excited. No one's really like wanting to do something. I feel really
All right,
like,
let's go.
I'm going to make a mess of you.
Okay.
All right? This sounds horrible. doesn't it?
Okay.
All right. You have a T-shirt on?
Well, I hope so.
You got a T-shirt under this?
No.
All right, you just this?
Yeah.
All right. Can you pull your sleeves up pretty high?
No, these are kind of tight. Let's just give it a shot.
That's all that creatine.
Yep. All right. Let's about as high as it goes.
You can get higher than that. Come on.
This is for the gun show, people.
You can move your mic out of the way.
Shut the fuck up,
Right
Jerry.
now.
I don't need your fucking bullshit right now, all right?
First time in the studio.
Okay, I'll get this.
All right, so here's my thought.
Shirt
Right?
here. That's good for this.
There you go. Take it off, baby. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Since I already got you drinking a beer, I guess I didn't, but we got to get you drinking that beer. We're going to have some fun with you. Since we can't get the beer marionette over here, which, God, I wish you guys could do that. We're going to have to shoot the beer marionette. We'll set you guys up outside.
We could probably do it outside.
We should do a film one. What are you doing? Like, I should walk in this bitch during your concert and just have this bitch on my back and like, let's go.
Oh, I'm telling you, no. What I do is I'll pull it out every so often
I'll
because
pull
you
it
don't
out
want
so often,
you don't want to.
dude. I'll put it right on the table.
3
You know what
kids.
I mean? Like, you gotta let piss. No,
Hey,
ow!
3 kids. I don't know how. All right, so check this out.
Okay.
All right, let me see your arm.
Okay.
I'm hoping these are going to stick to you. All right. You right-handed, left-handed.
Ambidextrous, so pick whatever.
Which
So
which
it
one
looks
do you
like we've
which one
got
do you
like
drink with?
some sort of tens unit.
It's not some sort of. It's a tangent.
Oh.
Do you drink with? Well, this one's closer. We'll just go with this. All right. So we'll go here. All right. Hit your main muscles here. All right, and this guy we're going to go.
Oh, I think I know
we're
where
going to have a blast.
I think I know where this is going.
Oh, you totally do.
And I kind of like it.
All right. So, you an Eagles fan?
Yeah.
Go Birds. All right. I know you're trying to do this dry thing, but for the sake of me, can you drink one beer today?
Guess we're going to break.
Good. I mean, you go for it.
Dude, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's breaking people.
No, I can't. Actually, I can't drink. I got to fucking go to a job site. That's what I'm saying. I got to drive a car. I do have some fake beer.
All right, hold on. You have this water in this grandma's glass.
That's an old one, but yeah, sure, let's do it.
Is this old?
Full of amoebas.
Oh, here I got excited thinking that you guys forethought this and brought me water.
I'm
like
spill this all over myself. I can tell.
Maybe. And you said it's old, so here we'll shake it up, get the dust mixed in, nice and even here.
Okay.
So I've been wanting to try this for a while. So this is a perfect way to.
Oh, I'm excited.
All right, you should be.
So Tom's got to open like a solo cup. What? Eagle Solo Cup.
He's got a TENS unit hooked up to his forearm muscles. One's about right around his elbow. The other one's close to his wrist. There's going to be heavy. Oh, never mind. Now there's some more coming out. Now I'm really not going to be able to use his arm.
Now he's got a third one on a tricep, a fourth one on a bicep.
And I'm going to try and pour this in Jerry's mouth. Right?
We're going to hook this up. Hook this up to a car battery, a deep cell.
Where did it go? Here you go. All right, so. Anyone that's not familiar with TENS are very good for muscle fatigue if your muscles are hurting and whatnot. And they can go in various...
I've been in a training room before.
So you hit them. Have you used TENS?
About these, yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Anyone that hasn't used them before, it literally just sends electronic impulses into your muscles. Someone could correct me where I'm wrong on this. But it also will take over your actual muscle
spasm over here.
Yeah, but it feels amazing. God, it feels amazing. I'm the guy who will crank this thing up to 10 and literally just let it fly. So let's just start. Let's go with this guy. And we'll turn this guy up.
Oh, yeah, I feel it.
Feeling that a little bit? Oh, hold on.
Oh, we're getting Royal Jurassic Park.
Let's see that arm. Yeah, see that arm going? All right. Dude, you know what? You might just want to, we'll turn our backs and just hang on to your pecker with the way it's making your hand shake.
This electronic Dutch rudder here.
No, to show Candace what that does to your fingers.
Yeah, right. All right. So let's.
Hold on, girl. Let me get it equipped up.
All right. So hold on. Before we try to take a drink with this thing here,
party foul finger here.
Let's crank this up a little bit and see what it's doing to your arm here. Look at his arm, Jerry. Look at that elbow.
Dude, he's shaking so bad.
I look like an old person trying to eat a bowl of soup.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and crank this. You're only on 4 of 10 right now for the record. Right. All right, so you're on 5. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to crank this up and then have you try to take a sip. Yeah. All right. All right, so we're going to crack this out. Hold on, I'm taking it out.
Stop it. Come on, be an athlete.
I brought it down.
Yeah, right. It's going right back up.
Be an athlete.
All right, hold on. I brought it down so you can... Now, describe...
Go mind over matter on this thing.
It looks like he pissed himself.
Oh, God. Somebody's like, I thought you were getting material.
So describe what the feeling is in the arm, where these are.
What's it feel like?
Yeah.
Someone's just shaking my arm.
All right. So let's go for a drink. I'm going to go ahead and...
Dump it up. Dump it up, Tom.
Here we go.
Focus.
Here we go.
Focus, Jesus Christ.
You ready?
All right, I need a...
Take a drink.
Okay, here we go. We're going to go...
Pull that mic away so it don't get wet.
Are you ready?
All right.
All right, let's go for the drink. Left hand.
How do we eliminate it?
You just go for the drink. You just
Come
go.
on. Okay.
Ready? Go. Go get your drink. Get it.
Do it, goddammit.
You got this. There you go. Get it. Get your drink.
Come on. Oh, yeah,
he's got it up to the left. Here, I'll turn you back down. Let's try a different one. So that was...
Oh, God.
I don't even know what that was.
Oh, I got tears. Jesus.
I feel like I'm getting bumped around.
Oh, God damn. That's great. All right, hold on. We're going to switch over to a different type. This one is supposed to simulate someone pounding on your arm as if that one wasn't.
Okay.
All right, so let's hold on. Let's just. You're feeling it starting to come in a little bit, right?
Oh.
Oh.
What the fuck?
I forgot to turn it down. Let me turn it down. He's locked up.
You were possessed.
He was.
All right.
Oh, shit. Jerry, we gotta try you, dude. We gotta do this to you.
Thank goodness we didn't do this with my fucking can of
Yeah,
dip
let me
here.
just I'll turn this off.
Tom's arm had a mind of its own.
Dude.
And he poured it on himself.
No, I'm having a blast, dude. This is great.
Oh, God.
You sound like I'm never bringing Shawn here ever
My
again.
fucking grandma's chair, dude.
That's the
Oh,
hardest.
shit.
That's the hardest I've laughed in
Oh,
a
fuck.
long time.
I mean, my arm was fully locked there. It doesn't feel great now.
Should we do the other one? Even yet?
my
I
God.
don't think so.
Oh, Christ.
Oh,
was
Jesus
fun.
Christ.
So your arm, did it lock? Because we watched slow motion. Slow motion. Your hand went.
All I could think about was
Stay
like,
there.
is this how they do it in movies when they want to fucking film somebody with a possessed arm? Like, this would be a good trick.
Oh,
your
God.
eyes said, "I give up." Fucking
Give up, bitch! I have no control.
I didn't think he gave up. I think his arm locked.
Oh, get it
fuck.
together.
Wait, you got pads for these?
Oh, get it together.
Jerry, you want to give it a whirl?
Oh shit.
You want to give this thing a whirl, Jerry?
Or do you have any more? You have any more toys in there?
Well, no, the marionette I definitely want to do. I say we get Jerry to do this, man. This, I've been wanting to do this for the longest time, and
Okay,
yeah,
my
this
turn.
just seemed like you guys say, "Hey, come on this podcast." I said, "All right."
I'm gonna get some water in. I definitely ain't gonna do a beer with
God.
spilling all over like that. Alright, you guys do your thing. I'm gonna fill this
So,
For everyone watching, does my left arm hurt? Yes.
dude, I cranked it up.
I can tell it was all the way. Yeah. I was like, there's definitely no, the limiter is gone. This is all the way.
It wasn't. That wasn't even a full 10.
Oh, my
You were at
God.
like a 7.
I thought it was going to be all right when I do it at the chiropractor. I get that thing up to like, the
Yeah,
one on
you
my
crank
back,
it
I
up.
get up to like 20, I think like 25
Yeah,
of
it feels great.
Yeah. I just sit there and have a muscle spasm the whole
Yeah.
time.
It's funny because if I do my lats. So
Don't try to come and be my friend now after you did all that, okay? Fuck that, okay? yeah, no, I can sympathize with you. I do the same thing, you know what I mean? No.
All right, we're going to tear Jerry up on this one now. God damn, that was funny.
We should have done a cigar.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I had tears pouring out of my eyes. I don't even think I spoke during that whole part.
I had a lot of fun with that in college.
Oh, god damn, this is so funny. So, Jerry, do you have a T-shirt on?
No.
Not at all. All right.
You want to borrow one?
I think. Here we go. It just got real in here.
Hey, let's see that patch of missing hair.
Oh,
How's that doing?
Check that out. We played a game with Kale Lowry the other day.
We're about to play a game now.
And, this is game week.
That's all we fucking do
This
anymore.
is game week.
Did I have a hat?
Yeah,
Shake off my head?
it's over there. You got it on your desk. God damn, dude, look at the seat.
Tom's a squirter.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Tom. It looked like it squirted all over the seat, did you?
All right.
God.
So look.
It looks like you totally shit yourself, bro. That's fucking funny. Want another cigar?
All right. Here we go. Yeah.
All right. So, you want to do the same idea?
Yeah.
That's it. All right. So again, we'll hook it into your.
Let's go fucking full go. As soon as you
Yeah,
get
we're
that.
going to hook it into your large muscle groups. I'm going to pretend I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Jerry, we getting molded me. What's this one? What's that?
What's that?
What's that scar?
Yeah.
That was when he was circumcised.
Yeah.
We'll get one back.
Now look, you got a lot of CrossFit people watching right now. You're going to have to be an athlete on this. You have no control. You,
All right,
you won't be able
so
to control
again,
it.
Jerry's just drinking water, so he's sticking with the.
You want to film this with your phone?
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh boy.
Like he still can't use his arm. He still can't use his arm.
Oh Christ Almighty.
Good thing we did it to your left. Jerry, you nervous?
I know I'm getting wet.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna
Jerry,
get wet.
I'm gonna get you moist.
Yeah, here it comes. First, we'll just do a normal set. You know.
All right. Yeah. You got full control of your arm.
Nice and easy and free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got full control of your arm.
Okay.
All right, you ready to do this?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You just saw what happened to Tom.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
All right, we're going to send it. We're going to start. I'll do the same exact settings that we did with Tom's, right? Okay. You'll feel a little tingle at first. Feels like radio static going into you, right? Just a little bit. Have you done a tens before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On your arm.
Oh. What the fuck?
That was a 2 out of 10.
Jesus Christ.
All right. For the record, Tom's, I only got him up to a 7. All right, and you saw what it did to him. I mean, look at the Archie Bunker. Look at the Archie Bunker chair over here, man. It looks like he squirted. Ethel squirted Edith, whatever.
Dude, this is crazy.
All right, so we're at a 1. We're at a 2. All right. So that's a 2. It's already getting the best of you, right? You feel it? Look at your arm locking up. All right. We'll go up to a 3.
Not going to get me.
Right, hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. All right. Let's go up to a 4.
The release. You had to fight it so much. The release is for real.
All right. Let's get that guy out of the way. All right. Let's go up to a 5. No, sorry, that was a 3 still.
Jesus
That's a 3.
Christ.
All right, now you're at a 4. That's a 4.
Okay. My eyes are watering.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 4.5.
God. Now you're catching me off guard here. Oh.
All right. Now, let's go for the sip, and I'm going to crank it. You ready? All right, let's go for it.
Oh, fuck. That hurt. It's starting to get a little painful.
All right, hold on. All right, go for your sip. We're going. Come on, go for the sip.
All right.
Hold it and get a real sip in there.
I got some. Oh, I feel like I'm winning this game.
All right, get your sip. All right, now. All right, hold that. Don't drink it all yet. We'll go.
Lock it up now. Oh. Yeah, let's go. Oh.
Holy crap.
Oh, shit.
All right, now we'll jump over to the other one that Tom did.
All right.
All right, this is the one that totally inverted his arm.
Oh, all right.
All right, ready?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
All right, this is a 1. Or a half, I should say, just to give you the idea of what you're going to feel. All right, so you notice how it goes through a pulsation, and there's a beat to it, right?
Okay.
All right, so we'll go ahead and let's crank it up to a 2.
Yeah, too easy.
Yeah, all right, here's a 3.
Yeah.
All right,
I can
now,
feel that
this,
I can feel that.
Look at what it's doing to your hand. It did the same thing to Tom.
I know, I can feel that. I'm trying
All
to fight
right,
it.
so I'll take it back down for a sec.
Oh, shit.
Get a breather.
All right.
You guys are never going to have me on again, are you?
No, this is great.
All right, so here we go. Let's go for a drink. I'm going to crank you up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Jesus.
Ah!
Look at his head.
I can't. Oh, shit. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Ah, it's so painful. Dude, it was everything I did. I'm talking.
All right, so
Welcome back.
we just electrified.
You don't need shrooms, dude. You just need that right there. You know what I mean?
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
That's a fun game.
No, I had a blast.
I'm sure you've done it before.
I think it's fun for one person.
Holy hell.
You're going to have to get one of those for your bar.
All right, so listen, on a scale of 1 to 10, start with Tom. On a scale of 1 to 10, as far as how did it make you feel good?
This guy's a doctor now.
Optometrist, 1 or 2?
Yeah, no, it's, it felt good in the beginning, nice little tingle. That fucking one you did that locked my whole arm up, that was intense.
Holy shit, that was funny, though.
Yeah, I curled right up. Yeah.
So you had no control of your arm?
No, I curled right up.
It did.
You walked my arm up to my mouth. Like, when it went up to my mouth, I was like, did he know it brings it right to my mouth? Like, it brought the cup to my mouth.
And somehow he still didn't get a sip.
Oh,
Christ. Jerry, yours totally curled up too, right?
yeah, it was.
You had a Stephen Hawking's hand there.
Both of you guys did.
I was trying to find the good politically correct way to say something of that nature about how your hand and wrist action went.
Yeah.
There was definitely a little bit of you had a disability for a second.
Yeah,
for sure.
Your 21st chromosome may have gone wired there.
Right?
It's wild because I was fighting as much as I possibly could to move away.
You were doing the opposite, yeah.
It was pulling, the tendon unit was making my hand pull towards me. Like it was making everything lock up and withdraw. I was fighting against it. So when you let go, you let go, I kept doing that.
That's the difference, Jerry. And that comes down to your brain. You're fighting against it, where I was receiving it.
Well, I saw what it did to you, and I was trying to prove for my own stupid manlyhood, can I beat the tendon unit? What did you get me up to?
On that last one?
Yeah.
Probably about 5-6.
See, and it goes to 10.
If
you went up another point or so,
7.
if you were up another point or so, it was probably game over.
Yeah.
I did. It was starting to hurt.
7.
It can hurt. Now they put some perspective. Shit, when you get tased, man, that's got to be
full body lock.
Yeah, I mean that's just a little TENS unit with a freaking dime battery in it.
Yeah, that's for therapy.
That's for guys on PCP. You got to take down.
Yeah. Now, how about the guys that don't get taken down by that? Makes you wonder.
Shoo-wee. A whole different monster there. That was fun. I like that.
Well, welcome back to the podcast where we're going to be talking with the party foul getting zapped today.
Shoo-wee.
I can't wait to
my
film with you
wet,
guys.
You're
soaked,
on my
man.
butt.
I made you very moist.
Change my pants and everything. Homer's gonna be like, "What happened?"
I made you extremely moist today.
This is why I highly recommend the Party Foul group. You will be wet after that one concert. Looking to take out your first date? Well, call Party Foul.
Ah, Jesus!
You guys have your summer schedule booked?
It's in the process.
Do you have any dates at Paradise Grill yet?
Yeah.
In warm weather dates.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I gotta make that place more. You're gonna be there?
I love it down there, man.
Yeah, I got a boat at the Indian River Marina.
Okay.
So I'll start cruising down and see what's time there.
Please do.
I'll go up there. And
it is.
I'll fanboy it up like I know him. He was on my.
Just throw your bra up to me.
I'll throw my
wet
underwear.
He tends me. He made me moist.
Yeah. I'll drink. I'm gonna get a stem machine and drink that way the whole time. Like, what's up with this guy in the front just stemming his drinks?
You have a long sleever on. Have a long sleeve shirt on. No one sees
joke.
It. Jesus.
Oh God.
I haven't been there.
Let me walk around with that. You think?
Oh, that thing! I'm telling you. So what we do with this,
if you're
right?
From the band.
This is
the band. You can.
This is Beer Marionette, right? And for anyone who's not seeing it, it looks like Hangman, right? The game or the game that we used to play as kids, Hangman. Right?
Yeah.
So it's a book bag, has the 2x4 that comes up off your back, cantilevers out over in front of you, and then we make a platform. Here, grab the platform. And this platform holds a pint glass, but I highly suggest you don't use pint glass. So that's why we go with these, right? So you go with your solo cup, drops on in there, and then what you're doing is you're controlling the platform with your fingers. I just did this upside down. So these strings go up to the
I'm starting to get a real sense of you now. You know what I mean? You got the fucking marionette thing. You got the stem. This guy's a torture guy. You know,
I love comedy. Jerry will tell you, man. I love to laugh.
He's a fun guy.
It's all about can you have fun. We get one time around.
I like it.
We get one time around this rock, right?
That's true.
So this guy hovers in front of you. Strings go up, attached to the cantilever, come back down, and you're controlling it with your pinky and your thumb on your right, your pinky and your thumb on your left. This balances, but the fact that the whole thing's on your back, the backpack is also a fulcrum, so you have an X and a Y axis going, you have a Z axis going, you have everything that keeps us from wanting to work going against you. However, we do it, where we'll give it a T-shirt out to someone. Okay. I tell them flat out, I owe them the T-shirt no matter what, just because they're going to be soaked. Right? You thought that was bad. This is worse.
Yeah.
So I fill the sucker just about to there. So no matter what, there's going to be a little spillage.
Yeah.
But this thing's going like this in front of them. So for every time they're moving, it's going.
Yeah.
They got this going, so the platform's doing this.
Yeah.
And the whole preface is, of course, get the cup up to your mouth. That's why I use this so not to bust out their teeth. Is because if you do this with a pint glass, imagine this swing. Because this thing is
the
swinging,
show may
too.
not be as fun. You know what I mean?
Oh, God. Yeah. Might be funnier.
Yeah.
Now, do they have to drink the whole thing?
The bucktooth crowd, you know what I mean?
No. And in fact, for anyone that's watching this, as long as you volunteer to be the person to come on up and do this, you're getting a shirt no matter what. Because you're going to need one because yours is going to be soaked. But, yeah, so beer marionette. With Party Fowl, one thing I wanted to do to make us a little bit different is play games, right? Is play on-stage games that just, again, make people laugh, make people remember who you are.
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about Clayton yet, so I have
come on.
I have a 8-foot big white cock.
Yep.
And he goes around with us everywhere we go, and his name is Clayton.
That's awesome.
Clayton is the official Party Fowl. And his job is literally to entertain everybody that may not be in front of the stage and elsewhere in the venues.
Okay.
So Clayton is a mascot.
He's always there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's at every show, and for some reason, unless his best friend can't make it.
Okay.
Yep. So I rewind. Why do I have a mascot for a cover band? Seems kind of stupid, right?
Yeah.
Don't know if I'm officially supposed to say this, but I've been out of it so damn long now that I'll put it out there that for 6 years on a dare, it was supposed to be a one-time dare. I was dared to try out to be Rocky Bluewinkle for the Blue Rocks.
Okay.
Excuse me. I went up. I tried out. A gentleman up there named Trip Bomb. He's like, yeah, what makes you think you could do this? And I was trying to get out of it because it was dared to me to do this. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I can do this. He's like, well, what brings you here? I was like, a dare. I'm here on a dare that I wouldn't be able to be a mascot.
Right.
He's like, doesn't really sound like you want to do this. And at the time, I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm
sounds like
a man.
Mascot material. You're there on a dare.
I'm a man of my word, and if someone dares me to do something, as long as it's not going to hurt someone, or I'm going to do it, right? So I go up, and they put me in a suit and say, all right, let's see what you do. And they walk me into the shipyard shops. I said, all right, go be funny. Cool. You're incognito. You can do whatever you want in that thing. Mm-hmm. So I go up, and there was one lady shopping in this one store, so I just started torturing the ever-living hell out of this lady, and I fell in love with it immediately. So he's like, you know what, you said you'd never done this before. I said, never been in a suit a day in my life. Never even thought of doing this a day in my life. He said, how about you come on in and do a game for us? I was like,
oh, shit.
This was getting real. I guess that's part of the dare. I guess if it was offered, I have to do it. So, yeah, no problem. I'll come up and do a game. I fell in love with it 100%. And what it was when you could sign an autograph for a little kid and absolutely make their day, it made my day. Right? Phenomenal. So I fell 100% in love with being Rocky Bluewinkle. So one game turned into 2 games. The guy who does it, I'll leave him nameless, the guy who does it has been doing it since 93, right? He's been doing it for...
Was that when they came out?
Yeah.
It was in the early 90s, late 80s, right?
Yeah, it was 93.
Yeah.
And the one gentleman's been doing it the whole time, right? So I would split a season with him, and for 6 years, he and I were giving each other so much sweat, and we had never met. Which is a very weird thing
that's wild
to do. It's like, oh, great, I know what this guy sweats like, and I've never even met this dude yet. So we became buddies, right? But, again, we never saw each other. Because if I was there, he wasn't. If he was there, I wasn't.
Right.
And but, man, it was a blast. So Christine, my wife, we were just dating while I was doing this. And so I told her, I was like, yeah, well, come on out to a game. And so she came out to a game, and I found in my locker room there, I found a super soaker. I'm like, I'm going to mess with this girl, see if she's as fun and loving as I am.
Huh.
So I go out and I start shooting little kids with the super soaker, and I just got her all wet, much like I did you.
Yeah.
And, so 6 years, man. And the reason I stopped doing it is because the band I was in was a band called Plastic Parts. That started taking off. Plastic Parts. We're actually a sister band of your old band.
Of Dashboard.
No,
What Mama Said, I mean.
What Mama Said.
Yeah.
So, What Mama Said and Plastic Parts, we used to end up crossing paths. When you were saying, do you work with other bands a lot of times?
Yeah.
We worked with those guys a lot. And I'm still friends with all those dudes to this day because of it. Like, another awesome group of dudes.
They are great guys, man.
Yeah.
How long did you play out?
Well, I was in the early days of Dashboard Jesus. I was never with What Mama Said. What Mama Said developed from a portion of Dashboard Jesus. When Dashboard Jesus
It's funny how that always works.
And then Jay Schlink
Yep.
and Joey, the singer, those guys met hooked up with some other dudes, Shallcross, Mario, Brian McKinney, Paulie, and they started What Mama Said. And then they I don't even think there was much of a gap between Dashboard and What Mama Said. I think they almost went right into it within months.
What did you play?
Guitar.
And what part?
Rhythm most of the time.
Rhythm? Okay.
Yeah, most of the time. Me and the other guitarist at the time, Anthony, he still plays live. He moved on to, his passion was in original music. So, like, he likes and can play everything, but his passion is heavy metal. And it's hard to make it as a heavy metal guitarist in anything.
In a cover band.
Yeah, so he's an original artist. I mean, they've done pretty decent. They've done little mini tours. They've done, they've had their own station on Pandora, and he's a fucking phenomenal guitar player.
Who was it?
Anthony Monarchek's his name.
Okay.
Why'd you stop?
Really just time, and I got tired of like the stopping and restarting.
I mean, you saw all that sexiness, man. It's his modeling career, of
You started
course.
growing the beard out.
It's the modeling career.
Like,
Here's the thing: what a lot of people don't realize: the amount of work and time that goes into a band, and what you see for 2-3 hour, whatever it is on stage, is like 1% of what the work to put into it.
Yeah.
And I just had the time of my life. Like, my dad had just passed away. I was getting ready to get married. A lot of things going on, and like our bassist or somebody left, and we had to like kind of restart it, not start over again, but the whole process of finding someone else. That was
the worst.
Building chemistry,
worst.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm tired of fucking doing this. We were about to start gigging again, and all that, and then that dynamic changed, and I was like, I just need to take a break, and the break turned into forever. Aside from every once in a while getting on stage and playing with Dashboard, or every once in a while getting on stage and playing with What Mama Said.
when's the last time you played?
Oh, I
think he's due to get on stage with Party Fowl. What do you think?
I would
Right?
love that.
Yeah, I mean,
I say we bring him up on stage. We hook the 10s unit up to him, put the guitar in his hand.
I'd probably play better.
Tell
me that wouldn't be amazing. Oh, that's even better yet. I'm dead serious. This is how
banjo just fucking.
That's how the song was written. That was a guy on a 10s unit. That's what that was.
Oh,
yeah. Why don't we do that? We bring you guys up.
Yeah,
we'll do one of the local ones
and
around
then
here.
See if you can jam to it. Whatever we come up with.
I love the slide. The slide ideas.
the slide's where it's at.
That's fantastic.
That has comedy written in it.
Oh my god! Absolutely.
And it can't sound bad.
Not with a slide.
Eventually
you'll hit it right
there.
there.
What's happening? You'll hear the comedy.
Oh my god, Jerry, we're doing this.
One arm is being controlled. I can still control this arm to kind of make it whatever I'm doing.
Work the other
a
body
rhythm.
parts,
I can get a rhythm to it at least.
Yeah,
I think we got to do this.
It sounds fun.
It does.
It sounds fun. We'll have to come to a practice.
This is where every great idea starts, is with a beer in your hand and three stupid guys.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
So we'll do it Paradise Grill. Yeah,
and then we'll talk about doodads on stage. We'll bring you guys up, give you a nod.
Hey, glad you guys came out today. For the next hour, 45 minutes, we're going to break down, sit here, and talk to you guys for a while. No.
Actually, it'll be funny, too, is if we hook Jimmy up with 10s, put 10s on his arms, and let him drum.
That'd be fun. Be fun.
That looks like animal.
Fucking
drums. Fucking monkey chimes. So what I was going with.
How many beats per minute can you hit with this fucking?
Oh, that's actually a pretty cool idea too.
Yeah.
That's
the
a great
only
video
kind of ideas
itself.
I have. I'm just a source of fucking good times, dude.
Amen.
Do you ever play daytime down Paradise?
Yeah. So main stage, we'll be down there this year. My phone is in your other studio, Studio B over there, and
here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking a boat day for the families.
Okay.
yeah,
Boat day to Paradise when Party Foul's playing in the daytime hours.
and we hook all the kids up to 10 so they know how to dance.
Yeah, whatever. What time do they kick kids out now? 9.
From Paradise?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
I think because they recently changed that because of hooligans.
There's always
Which kind of sucked because we have friends in Potnets. We would go there, hang out. We would go have a beer, let the kids go play in the playground.
Yep.
And it was
it's
no
great.
time limit
It's
to
great.
it.
Well, someone probably sat there and said, "Hey, who's driving these kids home?"
Yeah.
That's probably what I would think. Like, hey, how are these kids getting home?
Everyone's on golf carts.
Over here, this
Golf
place
carts
is not. You're not going there to get sober. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's what I like about there is people do behave. You don't get the stupid people that you don't get the beer muscles down there, right? So Al, who owns it, he's a good friend of ours at this point. He loves the band, we love them. The synergy between the band and anything with the word Paradise on it is fantastic.
Yeah,
right?
it's awesome.
And honestly, the whole community down there has embraced us.
Now, would you say you would rather play rooms like Paradise Grill versus like Rusty Rudder?
I'm not dumb enough to answer that question.
What the fuck?
I want to
Jerry?
play.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
Right, so let me rephrase it. I didn't mean it as in the actual room. I mean the crowd is significantly different.
Yeah, and I like both crowds.
Okay, that's what I was getting at.
So there's
That's right. You like both equally. You know?
No, I seriously do.
I mean more crowds. Yeah.
No, the crowd you get when you're on stage at Bottle and Cork is a totally different crowd than you get on the big stage.
Out there. Okay, Jerry. All right.
Yeah, no, but the crowd you get, say, at Bottle and Cork is totally different than the crowd you would get, say, at Paradise, right? Yeah. Which is a different crowd than you would get at Catharunas.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
And each has their own. What's the word I'm looking for? That I embrace each of them as what they are, right? Bottle and Cork, it's a fun crowd, man.
Recipes.
You could fall off that stage and never even hit the ground, right? Paradise, you get a demographic that's totally different from kids all the way up to folks that are in the 90s, right? So, and that's what you have to do. You got to entertain whatever your crowd is.
Yeah.
It's challenging.
Do a different set list for a daytime show?
Yeah, to a point, yeah. I'm not
assuming people are eating lunch. And
I'm not pulling Crazy Bitch out while people are trying to eat their tuna salad.
Yeah.
But you tailor it to the room as well. So if you got a room that they're fresh off dinner, you don't come out punching them in their face right away. You ease into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you got a start time of 10 p.m., you're punching them right in the face.
Rock.
Oh yeah, you punch them right in the face from note one and let's go.
Yeah.
So it's still phenomenal that you're still playing music, because a lot of people just kind of like their lives change with getting married, having kids.
Well, I'm only 27.
Well, yeah, I know.
Right.
And you started having kids when you were 11.
12. But who's counting?
Yeah, but you've shifted your family, obviously, and your wife is obviously an amazing human being for
putting up with it.
Putting up with it, for lack of a better word, but that's really what it is. Because it's not easy.
If I wasn't making money doing it, I don't think she'd be as cool with me doing it. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. Well, of course,
it's a job. It's making money. She also supports me. It's a passion that I've had.
Yeah.
Right from minute one.
Yeah.
Right, and
she signed up for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's it's something that I flat out told her when we got together. I was like, look, you got to understand one thing about me. Music is in every ounce of my being. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be on stage as long as I'm going to be on stage. As long as people keep coming out and seeing us, I'm going to keep doing it, or until I get burnt out, one or the other.
What was before Party Fowl?
So before Party Fowl was a band called the Vigilantes. And we did real well. That was together for 7 years, I want to say.
See, that's the shit right there.
Silence it.
I did. That is on silence.
Is that in the other room?
No, this is. Well, we had to bring it in for the filming.
Oh.
Yeah. A little B-roll going. So Vigilantes was 6 years. You said 5 years.
Yeah, Vig was 7.
7.
Before that was Plastic Parts. That was about 5 or 6.
That's it. I feel like they were around longer than that, but
I know the set. There's a set from a clone I know.
It's a good smelling candle.
Is that in here? Oh, in that.
Is that Obsession? Is that Aquadesia? That's one of those.
Lady Stetson.
Lady Stetson. It's Ben Gay.
So before Plastic Parts.
Yeah, Plastic Parts was an original band called Twin Alarms. So I do write, even though I haven't written anything in a long time. This band actually, with Party Fowl, Jared, myself, and Jimmy Mack have talked about getting together and trying to write some original stuff, and we definitely should. We have the ability to. Plus, at this point, I know a hell of a lot more people in the industry, in all sorts of different facets of the industry that could help us.
Which, let's face it, that's needed.
100%.
I mean,
especially from Delaware, man.
It expedites your journey.
Yeah.
Like big time.
Especially from Delaware.
Yeah.
I hate it's not a bash on our state, but Delaware sucks at supporting original thought.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yep.
Philly's better. They used to have a really good original scene up there. But now that I have the platform to introduce an original song here or there, that's what you do. Is you sprinkle in an original here and there.
Yeah.
You don't just come out fully original and think that you're going to make it in this area.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
When did you first find your passion? When you're like, this is definitely me?
Well, it's funny you say that. High school. So, a gentleman named Richard Curry, Mr. Curry, is my music teacher in high school.
What high school?
Concord.
Concord. Okay.
Yeah, Concord High School.
Couple up North boys, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I went to Concord. Mr. Curry, unfortunately, recently passed. Just had a funeral a couple months ago. I owe everything, music-wise, that I know to my parents and him. Right, so my parents both can sing their asses off. My parents both good singers. So are my siblings, my sisters and my brother. All of us can sing. The whole family on my dad's side, they all used to sing. Right, but Mr. Curry is the one that taught me theory.
Okay.
Also taught me respect. I was a goofball through high school, as you can imagine. So he reeled me back in, but he also. Yeah, and it was choral chamber singing. So I mean, I'm in a full out suit with full vibrato and singing from your diaphragmatic muscle, and so it started there. It started with a conch-choir. Then I tried out for chorale. I made that, and then I was like, all right, there's something to this. He's believing in me, and he's seen everybody and everybody.
Yeah.
So if he's believing in me, I'm going to keep going with this. So then I tried out for this other group. With chorale, they take the 4 best vocal parts of each vocal, tenor, soprano, alto, and bass. And then if you are one of the 4 top of that, then you get put into this group called Madrigals. And that's where it honestly really clicked, was when I was in a group with Madrigals, it was only 16 of us as opposed to 60 to all state. And so it all started with choirs, right?
Okay.
At one point, I was in 7 different groups in 1 year, just how much I embraced it and loved it. And then from that, I was like, all right, what do I do in college? So I went to Westchester my freshman year, and I got into their chamber group up there.
And Westchester's a big music school, too,
big
right?
time. Yeah, that was my minor, was music up there.
Okay.
So then at the time, I transferred down to Delaware the next year, my sophomore year, and there was an a cappella group down there that my buddy tried out for, and he was in, called the Y-Chromes. And it was an all-male a cappella group, 12 dudes, and it was a shtick group as well. So it was singing and comedy, right, which, perfect. It was exactly what I want. So I did that for 2.5 years, and at that point, it was like, all right, well, I took on way too much in college. I had 18 credits. I was working 30 hours at MBNA. 18 credits. I had a TV show. I had a radio show for the football team. And I was in an a cappella group, right? So needless to say, I took on way too much. My grades were suffering big time. So I transferred everything over to Wilmington because I was going to be a broadcaster is what I thought I wanted to do.
Okay.
I'm going to be the guy behind the desk telling you the news.
WNBC.
That's what I thought I wanted to do. And then I started getting into it, and I found that the radio side of things was a hell of a lot more fun. It was more party, right? And the TV side, not so much. So anyways, I ended up going over to Wilmington, And so no more a cappella group because I'm not at UAD anymore. So one of the guys who got me in there in the first place, we both bought an acoustic guitar and kind of taught each other how to play. And it just started from there. It's like, all right, we both know how to sing already. Let's try to figure out how to play guitar. And then entered Twin Alarms. I started up an original group with my best friend. Tell you the truth, we'd probably still be going, but we all parted ways. He's a winemaker out in Napa.
Okay.
The drummer lives down in Panama City in Florida, so no one's anywhere near each other at this point.
No.
But the songs, I still, of course, have the songs, and I still love the songs.
Yeah.
They were good-ass songs that we would write, but we could never find what our genre was. We were all over the damn place.
Yeah.
We'd write one song, the next one sound nothing like it whatsoever.
Yeah.
And write another one, it's like, where the hell did that one just come from?
I imagine that's a case with people like you that you like all different kinds of music. I'm the same way. You can't paint me into any corner. I mean, bluegrass, hip hop.
Oh, dude, I love bluegrass.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I work to bluegrass all the time.
I love.
That's what's great about music. It can fit your atmosphere.
Absolutely.
It really does. And sometimes I'm in the mood for 90s country. Sometimes I'm in the mood for, All That Remains radio on Pandora.
Yep.
Like it just depends.
Another one of mine, Spanish, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Freaking flamenco guitar.
I mean, you hear some Spanish
I don't even know if
music.
that's how I say
I've
it.
gone deep into Spanish music. So I'm in construction, so I am so deep.
What is it?
In,
Yeah, good
I'm
point.
so deep in it. I love
Rodrigo y Gabriela. Look those guys up, man. You want to
That
talk?
shit makes you want to drink too.
God,
I feel like when you hear that
Well,
stuff,
there's just
or
different
German
ones.
music, Bavarian music.
how about the Gypsy Kings? You guys
There's
ever?
all kind of different ones. Like and I know my different crews too. Like you might have ones. What's that style called? It's heavy. It's heavy on the bass. They're very heavy forward on the bass, which is very cool. So they're like picking and slapping the whole time.
Yeah,
and
that's Rodrigo y Gabriela or Roberto y Gabriela. One or the other.
Then you have
Dude,
more.
They play the whole body of the guitar while they're going too. They're keeping the beat while finger picking the hell out of this thing, and it's just like, and then as they're coming down, instead of strumming, they're strumming with all the fingers, and they just come up with
flamingo style. You know that?
is it flamenco?
Index, and then they go up from the pinky.
Yeah, they just kind of flick it down.
Yeah.
God, man, I can't get enough of that. But bluegrass. In my opinion, some of the best musicians are the bluegrass people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They play. I mean, like
insanely
you ever just listen to Billy
awesome.
Strings on a guitar? I'm like, this dude can pick it, boy.
Insanely awesome.
Just like,
can you play bluegrass style music?
Nah.
I've tried to learn a couple things, and aside from the basic stuff, it is fucking hard.
when I was in college, the first thing I bought was a banjo, and that's why.
Did you really?
Yeah, I loved it. I
Interesting.
love. That's
You're in West Virginia.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about the banjo when you have it. It's just a step above of difference.
Yeah,
so when someone
it
plays,
is
you're
different.
like, is that a fucking banjo?
Yeah,
that thing's. It's just got that thing to it.
Imagine if you could work a banjo into a rock sound and have it work. I'm sure someone
They
has.
do.
Somebody who did that.
You can go on YouTube right now. People mix that stuff up all the
There
time.
was a big band though that did that, and I want to say in the 90s.
It's such a good sound, and I originally learned music on a piano.
Me too.
I still don't know music. I am blessed. I have an ear for music. It comes from my family. My grandfather, who I never met, played on the radio.
Oh, okay.
And they're from West Virginia. He used to play on the radio and stuff.
Yeah.
And I am blessed. I am such a cheater that I can just
I
can pick up anything you want, and I can fake my way. But once you can find out really quickly, I can't rip a solo.
Right.
I cannot keep up with you. I learned several years ago. I am like the rhythms guy. Like if
That's me.
Somebody was in
I'm
the
the rhythm dude.
Yeah, somebody was in a room that was very smart about music. And he goes, "Stop! This guy cannot. He was talking about me. He's like, he has to start. You guys follow.
Correct.
I cannot jump in, but I can start something where people are like, oh, that's fucking nice. I like that little thing you're doing.
Gotcha.
But I can't really jump. I can pick up like a harmonica or
harmonica's to really play a harmonica is a pain in the ass. The tongue blocking and everything.
Yeah, I don't get so crazy, but to me, it's just like the pitch is like, all you got to do is get in the pitch and
Yeah.
you can fuck around with this
But
thing.
to put your tongue where it needs to
I like
go
the
to
melodica
block.
a lot. I used to do the melodica a lot, like that one.
Really?
Yeah. And then for the piano, it's just like, and my ear favors the majors. I'm like, I used to say like, if it sounds good, if it sounds happy,
You like
it's the
all them
majors.
white
If
keys.
if it's scary, then it's the minors. You know, like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
how it sounds like. That's how.
Well, Mr. Curry, I took theory from him, right? So, I as a little kid, like everybody, played piano, took piano lessons and whatnot. The piano teacher actually told my parents, save your money. He's not actually reading the music. He's watching my fingers and memorizing what my hands are doing.
Yeah.
Which, he was right.
Yeah.
I mean, I still do the same thing to this day.
Yeah.
Right? I watch a video. If I don't know how to play something, I'll watch a video. I'll just...
Yeah, that's how I learned.
Right.
I could not read sheet music.
Now,
What I used to do
I can. I'm just slow at it.
Oh,
Real slow at it.
I'm none of it. And what I used to do, what first taught me, like you're saying, is watching. My college had sound booths in the bottom of the music building, and they stayed open like 24/7. So
Yeah.
I would leave a party and I'd smoke a joint walking across the quad. I'd get nice and freshened up, and I'd go down there, and there might be a few kids in there, like somebody playing an instrument, and you can't hear a thing that person's doing, but you can see them playing. And I would go in. Each one had a piano, and they had 3.5-inch floppies, and you could put whoever you want. You could grab Mozart, put that 3.5 floppy in, and it would play it. Yeah, it would play it on a piano. Get out. And I could watch the keys. I'm like, so that's how that looks. That's how that sounds. And then I would just mimic that and then just go with my own thing. Cause
So was it a 3.5 floppy player piano?
Yeah. So it just had a little what looks like a little DV, just put 3.5-inch floppy. And a piano starts playing. The keys start moving, and it'll start playing whenever you want.
My house.
That's pretty cool.
And dude, I was in there bombed, high, and just like, this
He's
is
going
fucking...
in having his own concerts.
I was, and then I would stop it, and I'd take a piece of it.
You
and
can
then
get the chunks.
Yeah.
I got the chunks of it, and then you can fill in.
And I just do something. I didn't know the notes and how to do it. It expedited jam session for myself.
Yeah.
So
my daughter, she's flirting around with the piano at this point. She's 11, so she pulled up YouTube, and I told her, I was like, I have all dry erase on. The only keyboard I have at this point, I sold everything after Vigilantes because I wanted to make sure that I was concentrating on singing, and I wouldn't get distracted by trying to go and play the keys again. Right? I hired a guy to do that. That's his job. Let him do what he does. He smokes me on them. Cool. Right. Go do that. So I sold off all the keyboards, right? The only thing I still have is a piano. So dry erase, I put all the notes across the top of the white so she wouldn't rub them off. And she's starting to learn. So she put on, I think, what was the song? Eloise, if I'm saying that correct.
I know what you're trying to say. I can't fucking remember it.
Do, 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 do.
Classical music, yeah.
I kid you not. I watched the video, and
I think that's a Mozart.
I played it immediately.
Yeah.
And it was just like, holy crap. I said, I haven't sat down to learn a piano part in 7 years.
That's awesome.
And it's just... I
love piano.
She's like...
That's my favorite.
So she's like, how do you do that so fast? I was like, just...
muscle memory.
Doing it forever. And so it's just, I'm watching that, and plus I already know the theory of, okay, if I do this, then the right hand has to do this.
Right.
If I'm down here, right hand has to be up here. So that's what I'm trying to teach her. And right before one of my last conversations I had with Mr. Curry was he flat out said, make sure you keep music alive and keep teaching your kids. He said, and not just me, everybody, is keep music alive. Because if you don't teach them, who's going to teach them?
Yeah.
Dude,
and then it goes away.
I love that. And I keep telling myself, man, I want to pick up the guitar more often. I want to set aside X amount of time a week and just fuck around because I haven't played seriously, like consistently for a long time. Every once in a while, I pick it up, strum a little bit, pick whatever, and then just it goes back away.
When you come here.
Yeah, whatever. So, but I've been wanting to do that, and then Charlotte's had she's had an interest in music lately.
Oh, I
she's
see
done
a Taylor sitting behind me. I didn't even know I was in the presence of a
Charlotte's
Taylor.
done chorus for a few years. She started, the fun little grade school chorus, and then now she's in 4th grade, and the chorus there is a little bit more serious. Right?
Yeah,
she's still committed to it. She almost jumped into the ukulele club, which I was kind of psyched about. Like, oh, you're learning some strings. That's cool. I like that. Yeah. She ended up not doing it because just scheduling wise, just starting to get crazy. So, but I think she's got enough interest in music in general to probably pick up an instrument. But the fact is she's learning how to sing. She's got her little fucking recorder, which is everybody starts on a recorder. Sure. So she's learning little things, and I hope she sticks with it. I don't care if it's singing or picking some sort of instrument up, whatever it is, for the same reason you're saying. I love music. I love playing it, even though I don't do it much anymore.
Right.
But it's still one of those things where, and there's disciplines in it. There's stuff that you have to focus on it, right? So I hope she does stay with it. I don't see Jerry picking up.
Yeah, Tannen. So Tannen's my oldest, right? He has been on stage with me. We're one of the house bands. Vigilantes was one of the house bands for the Redskins, right? So we're down there playing the FedEx Field, and I got my kid with me. Well, my man literally, since a little kid, can command a crowd. Yeah, he just has it, right?
I saw him at Blue Earl that last night. He was fucking.
Oh
awesome.
My God, he bags me up, man. He's so. And it's funny because I'll see him do things that I do, and I'm like, I guess he is paying attention, right? But he has his own quality of singing. His voice is changing, right? So he's kind of heading down to that deeper register where he's trying to figure out how to sing again, which it happens.
Happens
right?
to everybody.
And so he jumps up. He wants to sing. I'm just put a guitar in his room when we rearrange the rooms. Yeah. I took one of the guitars off my guitar wall. I said, hey, keep this in your room. Here's a pedal, and here's earphones. Nice. Play around with it.
That's awesome.
Play around with it. If you got questions, I'll be happy to answer whatever I can. If not, we'll get Uncle Jared to tell you to do whatever. And then Tori, she also sings, and she has a pretty little voice. All three of them sing, and they sing pretty well. Tori's wanting to sing. She does the recorder, and she, like I said, is the one that's interested in the piano. So I can see her getting behind the theory behind it, where Tannen will want to just see results, right? Yeah. Jackson, on the other hand, is 100% a drummer right from minute one. Yeah. The dude can keep a beat. He acts and he looks like a drummer.
He does. The drummer fits in very well.
100%.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the dude's got rhythm, man. He really does. So I want to start getting him. The worst part is I had a drum set at the house, and when I redid the basement, I sent it on its way.
I feel like music is a life, like for young kids, like it's almost like a life hack of like you want to learn how to be creative and kind of open some space in your mind, like learn music and you can tell your own story with the guitar. Even if you're just telling it to yourself, you can at least explore your own brain, create your own. When we were having both our kids, every time I always got a new set of the little earbuds you could put on the belly, and I would back before, especially for when making, it was just Gans and I'd come in, after a happy hour, like bombs, I'm like, let's put them on, man. I got a dual split, so I could put the headphones on, and I would just pick music and jam out. And I always made sure I did a lot of classical music. I was like, all right, I got the jam band, I got Sturgill Simpson going, but I also got to throw in like classical, piano. You never know what it's doing in there.
So Tannen would fall asleep. We had, what do they call it? It was lullabies, but it was all songs that we know. Like popular songs that were done in kind of a music box feel to it.
Yeah. We had the Metallica one. It was like the Metallica Black Album Lullabies.
Yep, that was one of them. There was one, I remember Gwen Stefani had a No Doubt song that was on there.
Nice.
But yeah, so he would, right from minute one, he would go to sleep with music all the time. But same thing is I would put him in his little bouncy chair, put him on a pool table, and go down, play guitar, learn my parts and whatnot, and he would just light right up.
That's why I make sure I play for them. I play for my kids, like
awesome.
Right after dinner or something. I'll play music for them.
So do you still play on guitar
all the time?
Is that a 314 back here?
Who knows?
Yeah,
I have no idea. I don't get that deep.
Nah, no worries.
That was actually a gift. I actually
that's a hell of a gift.
It was nice. Shout out to Duck Hastings. I'd probably just like a couple months. So I went camping, and I had a Fender that I originally bought while I was in college.
Ooh, that's nice.
And I accidentally ran it over with my truck leaving the campsite, and so then a couple months later, my dad dies, and Duck gets together, and I told him about this Taylor. I said, I think this is the type of Taylor that's suited for me the way I play. Right. And unknown to me, he got everybody together to pitch in money and brought that to me on the day of the funeral.
Oh, no kidding.
That's when you got it?
Uh-huh. Dude, that's cool. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm surprised you don't know Duck Hastings. He's a music guy.
Again,
music, mixing, all sorts of things.
End up knowing so many people without knowing I know them.
Do you know
that
Nick
is
Bucci?
Who?
Nick Bucci.
No,
He
I don't think
owned
so.
Let's play a
Mid-Atlantic
game of
Music.
Do You
Remember
Know
that?
Him?
Yeah, well, he'll win. You'll win. I walk around with my head up my ass so freaking much that
What?
my wife, she knows everybody. She can tell you everybody where they're at, who they're at, who's attached to who.
Yeah.
Like for the longest time, I had no idea that you were attached to so many people up at school.
Yeah,
Right? And
yeah. Fortunately, unfortunately, yeah. But yeah, no, that's right. We'll look at scary button this thing up. I told you this was going to be one where we could just fucking go forever, and we're going to end up having to have Sean on again.
It's in opens. It's in,
Every
it's
time
in
you
open
come on,
sea.
bring some sort of shenanigan like a TENS unit. Next time we'll hook it up to Tom's nuts and see if he can walk a straight line.
I have had a taser on my nuts, just to be clear.
Sean, appreciate you, brother.
absolutely, man.
Guys,
Thank you for
if
having
you
me.
haven't already, make
Go
sure you,
fuck yourself! All right!
make sure you go out, check out Party Fowl.
Hit us up, man. PartyFoulBand.com. That'll tell you the calendars on there, all the links, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and
Your next birthday party.
Pornhub, all of them, all of our
Guaranteed.
sites.
We're on there.
Guaranteed
They're
good
gonna
time.
do it. They're gonna do it right even if it's wrong.
FOWL. PartyFoulBand.com.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely, man. Thank you guys for having me.
I guess you should have had it.